Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently 2:17 a.m. on this fine Friday night. I'm sitting here playing Buffalo on my phone, and I am listening to listening to Z100 on New York. And we're just having a party is what we're doing. I'm getting ready to have a Diet Coke and I break out this lip gloss is dead. There's no lip gloss in here anymore. But break out my lip balm, my chubby chap lip balm, and have a little little conversation going on here. I got one other battery, and I think I might have actually another one in there. Here, I gotta make sure I don't get another bonus. Hold on a second. I've been playing the lightning strikes all day today. Okay, I'm currently, just in case you care, I'm currently up to 300. I want Valerie, if she's watching this, I want her to hear this. Valerie, I'm currently up to $385 million $239 million. And the reason I say I want Valerie to hear that is because at the beginning, you're given about $50 million, and Valerie went through hers already. Am I gonna get a bonus? Oh my God! Damn it, I had 2 coins. I was playing this inside earlier. I have the heat cranked up to 76 because it is like 40 degrees outside. It's so cold. It says it's 52, but that's a lie. I know it's really, really cold outside. I was playing inside, and I was like, come on, give me a bonus, give me a bonus. And I get a bonus, and be like, yes, bonus. And I was telling how that could have been all Buffaloes. And Alex goes, is this how you are at the casino? I said, oh yeah, but probably louder. Do I have any more Kleenex in here? Because my nose is running. Anyway. Do you remember my mom, like when she would wear like a sweatshirt or a sweater, she would tuck her Kleenex in right there? Is that like, do you remember when people would do that? Anyway, and then I sat on the phone today and talked to people while I was playing the slots. I've lost my mind. And I told all of them that I was doing it while I was talking to them about kind of like I'm doing right now. See, I'm spinning. And I was talking to Tanya on the phone, and I was like, this game sucks. So see, what you do is you can go out and then into the lobby. There you go. See, and then it has like all your games that you can pick. So I was playing Buffalo. Buffalo's not really considered lightning strikes. I will play, let's play Wild Panda. I haven't played that today. So I was like telling people, I was like, I'm playing slots while I'm talking to you on the phone. I don't remember this game. This game doesn't look like what I remember it being. Maybe I don't want to play this. I don't even know how to get a bonus on here. Yeah, I don't think I've played this before. But anyway, I'm going to turn this off in just a second. Just hold on. Ooh, that was, 800,000. Okay. But I was telling people that I was like playing this while I was talking to them. You know, I'm going to the lobby. And, so I was playing it with Tanya, and I would go, yes. And Tanya goes, did you just get another bonus? And I was like, yeah. I was real excited. Now I'm playing Heartthrob. This is my favorite game on here. But I haven't been hitting a whole lot on here when I've been playing, so I haven't been playing it a whole lot. But I did just hit 570,000. But like some of my bonuses that I've been hitting, I hit $150 million on a bonus. I about died. I couldn't believe it. Valerie goes, when we get back out of this and we can go back to the casino, she's like, you're gonna have a hard time because you're used to playing with their money. And I go, well, yeah, I know, but I mean, I do realize I don't have $376 million, but she ran through all her money on here. So now the only way that she can play, I told her just to delete the app and start over. But the only way for her to play is if she buys coins. See, that's how they get you, is if you get down real far, then you have to buy more coins. Unless you're a winner, baby, like me. And I'm a winner. Wait. Oh! I only need one more heart. Okay. And Alex has been playing since he got home today. He got home kind of early today. He's been playing his game all day today too, which is that township game. So we've been just kind of like talking and sitting in the living room. Oh, I got a bonus. I'm sorry. Okay. I got a bonus and I have to play it. And then when it's over, see, I got a hold and spin. Can you see? Can you see? See, look, that's what it looks like. I got a hold and spin. Okay. I'm gonna play this and then I'll put my phone down, I promise. I got a 10,000. Oh, I just got a mini. 10,000 equals 10 million because I'm playing like $500,000 at a time. Each spin is $500,000. I'm a high roller, basically. Okay. I should start a slot channel and play these, like, oh my god, I got another Benny. Okay, come on, give me something else. I got 2 more spins. Okay, one more, come on. Give me something. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how, it's so hot in here. I'll tell you how much I got total. It's adding it up. I got 26,500,000. That's a pretty good bonus, don't you think? God, I wish it was real. That's what Tanya and I were talking about. Okay, hold on. I just hit it again. All right, go out. So that was what I did for the majority of the day today. I got up and made my coffee. It was cold all day today. I got up and made my coffee. I drank quite a bit of coffee today, actually, because I was making different videos, and I got up and made some coffee and I put my vlog on. I was gonna do like my morning routine for my review channel, and I kind of like had planned to do that all day. That was like the one video that I kept on planning to do all day. And then it just kept on getting behind. And and then Alex, I knew he had like a Zoom party thing that he was, not Zoom party, but like he and like a couple girlfriends, they were gonna like do this Zoom like wine party thing at 5:30. And like people come in late to that, so I honestly, it only went till like 7:30 or 8 or 8:30. I thought it would go a lot longer than that. Like his Zoom calls usually go late into the evening. Like he'll you know, talk to some people and then trade over and talk to other people and whatever. But he was done early tonight. So I was trying to get everything done before then. So I ended up filming a video on the patio, and it was so cold outside. It's been cold all day today. Let's see what the temp is right now, since it says it's 52. But there's like a frost warning out. Remember I looked at the weather and it was supposed to be real cold tonight? Let's see what it says. Why did I put my lip balm away when I'm gonna use it again? That was so stupid. Okay. It currently is 32 degrees, so my temperature gauge is 20 degrees off. And then Saturday is supposed to be 56. It's supposed to be cold until, oh god, then it's, okay. So next Thursday is when, well, Wednesday it jumps up to 63, which is pretty nice. And then Thursday, 72, then 74, 75, 73, 75. We're going to be all 70s after that. I'm really ready. But then we're like in the final weeks of May, so that makes sense, you know? It's 32 clear, and it feels like it's 32. And there's a freeze warning out. Freeze warning remains in effect until 9 a.m. Saturday. Sub-freezing temperatures as low as the upper 20s expected, where all of central Indiana wind from midnight tonight to 9 a.m. EDT Saturday. Impacts, frost and freeze conditions will kill crops, other sensitive vegetation, and possibly damage unprotected outdoor plumbing. It says take precautions, and goes on and on. I won't read all that boring stuff to you. But anyway, yeah, there's that. So, I was going to make all these videos today, and then it kept on getting later and later and later. So, I put up my vlog, and then I filmed a Peterson's video outside. But I really wanted to do like this review video, and I really wanted to have your Diet Coke. And I really wanted to do a drama video. But there really wasn't a lot to do to make a drama video out of it. So I was kind of like sitting there and I was like, what if I just made like a video like talking about like, not like really a rant video, which is what it kind of turned into. Kind of, but not really. But just like a video like talking about like my issues and my concerns of like what actually goes through my head like in a day. And it's so funny because I think that people thought like I was like really joking, which I mean I turned it all into like a joke, right? But like these are actual things that go through my head, right? Like I do really think about these things. And I think sometimes people don't really realize that. Like I really do think about these things, you know? So I filmed it, and then I went out on the patio because it was so damn cold I had to wear a coat. But Alex was inside doing a Zoom call, so I had to wear a coat because it was so cold. That's what I was saying. But anyway, I had so much fun filming that video. That was like one of the funnest videos. That was one of the most fun videos I've ever filmed in a long, or that I filmed in a long time, over just absolute foolishness. I had so much fun filming that video. Those are always the videos where I just feel like, I don't know, like I have just such a blast doing them, you know, and then there's always those serious people that get really upset, and they're like, like, because I talked about, like, Jeffree Star's ex-boyfriend on there, right? But, like, that really wasn't what the video was about. And there were people that are like, why are you talking about all this other stuff? Like, this is, like, just get to the drama. And I'm like, or, like, people will be like, Peter gets so, he gets so off course, he doesn't even know what he's talking about anymore. I'm like, that was like the whole video. That was the purpose. I think sometimes people miss, like, they think I don't really get it. Like, that's not my sense of humor. Like, my sense of humor is to get off track. Like, it's not that I do it on purpose, but like, it's kind of like, embrace it, because that's the sense of humor, right? Like, of me going on this, like, long tangent of things, you know? I think sometimes people miss that. So, you know, I get it. My humor is not for everybody. But I personally had such a blast making the video. I had a really good time doing it. So then I was going to do the review video. But by that point, when I was getting that stuff done, Alex was getting off of his Zoom call. And he was cooking something in the kitchen. I can't remember what he was making to eat. Just now when I got up from I woke up from my nap to him cooking in the kitchen at like 1:30, and I said, what are you cooking in the kitchen? And he was like, grilled cheeses. We have literally like 4 pieces of bread left, and I'm not buying any more of this crap. I'm out of chips and dip right now. I have the homemade dip that I made. I've been eating that. It's really not horrible, but I don't love it, I'll have to tell you that. And I'm dipping these sour cream chips that I usually eat with salsa. I've been dipping those in there. They're not even chips, really. They're crackers. And I don't love it. But I'm out of chips. I'm out of onion dip. I'm not buying any more onion dip. I'm not buying any more of this crap. I'm going to try. I said I was going to start eating healthier at some point. Our cabinets are starting to get like a little bit, you know, like now we have probably 3 macaroni and cheeses, 6 noodle boxes, you know, like it's a lot of soup. We have a lot of soup still, but less and less of what we had before. And I'm just not going to continue to buy that junk again. I'm not going to do it. Because if I buy it, I'll eat it. And I need to really kind of be watching what I eat a little bit. Alex has been eating a lot healthier this week. He's been eating, he'll eat healthier for dinner, but then like he'll eat a snack late at night, like grilled cheese. He made like 2 or 3 grilled cheeses, which now he's making grilled cheeses where he toasts the bread and he puts 2 or 3 slices of American cheese in and then he microwaves it. That's how he makes these new grilled cheeses. But, which I think is kind of cute. But like he'll eat real healthy for dinner. He's been making potatoes, and he needs to buy some red potatoes. I think he would really like this. But he's taking like just like a baked potato or like a regular potato and then like cutting it up and then putting butter and like herbs on it and then with asparagus. And then he's been cooking that, and that's what he's been eating for dinner. He puts a bunch of cheese in it tonight. He added cheese and ate it tonight. He had that afterwards. So I made a sandwich and a cheese sandwich, so unhealthy. I made a cheese sandwich and noodles, and then we watched an episode of Schitt's Creek. I actually needed to go in and see, because I think I'm going to try to finish Schitt's Creek tonight. Instead of listening to my audiobook, I think I'm going to do that. Let's see where we're at. I think I have 2 episodes left, plus like the after show, but I'm not sure. So we watched an episode tonight for dinner, and Alex was like, do you want to watch the last one? And I was like, so, okay, we just finished episode 12. How do I go in and just, why did it just hit me out? He was like, do you want to go in and see, I said, okay, that's all there is. He's like, you don't want to watch the next episode? I was like, no, because I know it's going to be real emotional, and he already got to experience that once by himself, and I want to experience it on my own. Why won't it pull up Schitt's Creek? Nope. Here it is. And then I think we might watch it again together. Okay. The pitch. Yeah, I have 2 episodes. Plus, best wishes, warmest regards. And Schitt's Creek behind the scenes. So, I don't know. I might try to watch those last 2 episodes tonight. We'll see. I know I'm going to bawl my eyes out. I'm going to get really, really emotional watching this show. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe this show that I thought... Do you know what seems so weird to me is... Let me finish that thought. I can't believe that this show that I had no desire to watch whatsoever, that Alex started watching and talking about. And I mean, like, I listen to my husband when he tells me he likes the show, I like really watch it, because sometimes we like the same things. And he went on and on and on. I thought there's got to be something about this show, but I just thought it would be like a really funny show. And I did notice tonight, though, that we both like were laughing at like the same parts and like crying at the same parts and stuff. And it's just a really emotional show. I didn't ever expect to get as attached to the characters as I am. I mean, I have to say, in my entirety of watching TV shows over the last 45 years, I mean, that I remember watching TV shows, which has probably been about 43, 44 years of my life now at this point. You know, there's only several shows where I felt like real attached to the characters. Like, I almost felt like they were family, if that makes sense. Like, Roseanne is definitely that for me. Like, I will forever feel like the Connors. Like, I don't like to watch it now. Like, I don't watch the Connors at all now, that TV show, because it kind of ruins it for me. But I will forever feel like the Connors were like my family growing up. And there were several shows that I felt real attached to, but not as many shows that I felt like I knew the people. Like, that's probably, in all honesty, the only show that I really felt like they were family. Other than that, there are shows that I felt really, really connected to the characters, like Designing Women, The Wonder Years when I watched it, but I don't even know how much I could tell you about that show now. It's been so many years since I've watched it. Lost. When I watched Lost, I really, really, really was connected to those characters. And then several years ago, I watched The Killing. That started on AMC and ended on Netflix. And the main 2 homicide detectives that the show's about, like, I was really, like, really attached to them. And there's a lot of shows from when I was growing up, like The Cast of The Love Boat and stuff like that. But really Roseanne, and I have to say, other than Roseanne, the Rose family, and all of the cast of characters from Schitt's Creek, the town, like, I'm really, really, like, attached to them. Like, in a weird kind of way. Like, I just don't even want it to end. Like, I don't know. Like, I always know that I have that to go to, you know, to watch. And I was going to say here, before I interrupted myself, I was going to say, it's so weird that, like, 2 months ago, I was watching... Do you remember I was trying to finish, oh, shoot, what's that? There was a book, and they turned 13 Reasons Why, and I mean, what a change! I can remember sitting in that chair, and at night on my iPad when I first got my iPad, which was the best purchase I ever made, and I can remember sitting there and watching 13 Reasons Why, and now it's a completely different response that I'm having to this show that I had to that show. I will say Wentworth, too. Wentworth and Orange is the New Black, both of those, Orange is the New Black is probably another show that I felt, and Wentworth, that I was, like, really, really, really attracted. Not attracted, but just, like, I felt attached to the characters. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but, like, the whole situation with B, like, I was kind of, like, a mess over that with Wentworth. Like, I can remember calling Tanya, because she had finished the season before me, and I was just, like, I felt weird. I just felt, I don't know, I just, like, and you know what the other one was? It was season... Okay, so how many seasons were there of Orange is the New Black? 7, so it would have been the 6th season. Whatever season it was, when at the very end, it was like towards the end. I don't think it was like, it might have been the last episode, I can't remember. Piper got out, and it was that last conversation, and it was the song that they play. I actually have the song. I downloaded it, and it's this fantastic song. But literally every time, I don't know, my lip gloss keeps on rolling. Put it, and it just keeps on rolling. But every time, I love this song so much. I can't remember what it's called. Oh shit! I just pulled up Dynasty. I don't know why. Song when Piper is freed. It's called something like "Be Free," actually. Well, let me just look that up and see if because I have the song. What is this? No, we don't need that. Song. Oh, it is. Be Free, Weighs Blood. Is this it? I can't tell. Yeah, that is such a great song, and like, I just like get so attached to these characters in these shows. It's the same thing when I like I read certain books, you know. It's like when I got done with Where the Crawdads Sing, I just was like, I felt like I had lived a life, you know. I think we sometimes like compartmentalize. I don't know, I think sometimes we underestimate how much like pop culture, like TV shows and books and movies like really help us. Even like for those of us, I think, that are antisocial, and not antisocial, but those of us that have social anxiety and struggle being social, I think, like myself, I think it's always been easier for me to find companionship within the pages of books and in TV shows and movies. I always have, you know? And so, like, I know, like, that comment that I made earlier about, like, wanting to watch the last 2 episodes by myself, like, Alex already got to do it and I want to do it. Like, I can remember him sitting there watching those last 2 episodes, and I had no idea what was going on, and he was just, like, sitting there, like, bawling and stuff, and, like, when I would come into the room, he would pause it, and he would, like, wait, because he didn't want me to interrupt whatever, you know, his experience with that. And I think sometimes our response to TV shows and things, until it's over and we want to talk to people about it, I think it's very personal, you know? Like, I can remember watching the series finale of Lost, and it felt very private. It felt very personal to just, you know what I mean? I remember watching the end of The Killing too. Isn't it funny that I don't remember? Isn't it funny that this is very telling of myself, that I don't remember where I was for certain events that have happened in our world, but I can tell you, I can see myself for each moment that I ended this TV series. But I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and I've watched. Oh, Glee is another one. Glee is another one that I just was really like. Melissa and Jason and I, because Alex never watched it. He should watch that. Alex would like that. Melissa and Jason and I mean, Jason and Melissa and I were obsessed with Glee. We would talk about it all the time. That last episode, and I don't know, like, what it is about certain parts of the episode, but, like, it almost kind of feels like when shows end, it's kind of like the last episode is the funeral for the whole show, if that makes sense. Like the viewing. And I don't know what it is about, I don't even know their names anymore from the show on Glee. But the girl with the blonde hair, Brittany, and then the dark-haired girl, I can't think of her name. But when they come down the side and they, like, wave, like, I, like, got real emotional. I don't know what it was. It reminded me. See, like, I get real emotional talking about these shows. Like, I have such weird attachments to these shows. And that whole last scene where they dedicate that auditorium to Finn. That whole scene when they had literally, like, every cast member that had ever been on the show, like, on the stage. Like, that was just such a phenomenal moment. I've watched that finale on YouTube. I've watched it so many times. And I've watched that last part on Lost, too. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't watched it. But that Lost ended for me in such a spiritually perfect way that I just was so... I just loved how Lost ended so much. And I even though I don't really remember... I remember, like, Winnie Cooper and stuff from Wonder Years, but I remember the brother, but I don't remember the brother's name. I remember Kevin, and, but, you know, like, that might be a show that I should go back and I don't know why I would go back and watch a show that I've already watched, but I can remember the finale, and I kind of feel like I watched it with my mom. And I just remember being, like, just crying really hard. And I remember them talking about, like, the dad having a heart attack and dying. And then there was, like, a 4th of July parade, if I remember correctly. There was, like, a 4th of July parade at the end. And I remember they played the song Both Sides Now by Judy Collins. And that's one of the reasons why I think, if I went back and watched that finale and they had that song in it, I would die. Because, you know. And, of course, the end of Roseanne, when she talks about how she rewrote her entire life. I mean, that was so perfect to me. I think a lot of us do that, you know? I think a lot of us... God, why am I so emotional tonight? Tanya was talking about how emotional she was. Alex and I were crying, watching Schitt's Creek. I was talking to another friend of mine earlier tonight, and she's like, talking about she doesn't know how to feel coming out of all of this kind of stuff, and she's like, I can't tell if those are my lights on the wall over there, if those are the lights from inside the house. And Alex is coming out here. He's watching Hollywood right now on Netflix. He said it's really good. I've just been I don't even know that emotional is the greatest word to define. I've just been full of emotion lately. Like, my happies have been so happy. I've been, like, laughing hysterically today, like, talking on the phone, and, like, Alex and I were, like, dancing in the kitchen, and we were laughing so hard and just, like, being stupid with each other. But then I've been, like, crying real hard, too, and it's just, like, I mean, I just feel like I'm feeling everything so deeply, you know? And, I don't know. I like it. I like that I'm feeling things deeply. But I laid down earlier and I took a nap. You know, my goal at the beginning of the week was that I wasn't going to take these late night naps, but I love to take these naps. It's like one of my favorite parts of the day. But I have really, really vivid, crazy dreams. I also have been meaning to, like, get up and make the bed and get back into doing that again. And I haven't at all. So tonight, I, like, made the bed. And, I mean, our bed is super easy to make, first of all. And we have that huge blue, big, like, off blue kind of comforter that I love. I want to get another big, like, bed comforter, duvet cover kind of thing. And some pillow sheams and stuff a different color when we can get out of all this. We've canceled some trips, so I mean, hell, I can buy two nightstands and maybe some bedding, you know what I mean? Like, I think we can kind of jazz up our bedroom just a little bit now that we've been waiting for so long. UGG actually has an entire line of bedding out, and I want to go and they have, like, really nice blankets. And I'd like to get something that was, like, gray and off-white. Actually, you know what? I forgot. And they weren't too expensive either. I wonder when I did that. Do you guys take screenshots in your phone of stuff? I took this screenshot in my phone of these blankets that or these comforters that I really liked. I should just go in and get one because they weren't too expensive. I don't have any clue when I screenshot it, though. Wouldn't it be so funny if I just pulled it right up? I know I won't. It stopped just at the end. I just found all these screenshots of where I was sending Valerie, like I had won these bonuses on lightning strikes on my phone. I was sending them to her. So that was a long time ago. Okay, I found these beds called Fuzzy Nests that I was thinking about getting for Boo and Tucker. And then where is... Did I already talk about this on here? I swear, I find... Do you guys do that? I screenshot stuff constantly that I want. Oh, here it is. I cannot believe I found this. There's that ugly blue and brown dress, first of all, that I was talking about on my other video today. Is that brown? See, now look in the camera, it looks blue to me. But when it first came up, it looked like brown and white to me. Okay. Like, see, when I'm looking at it here, it looks gold and white. But on the camera, it looked blue to me. Okay. So, it's called... Oh, it's on Overstock.com. Coma Inducer Oversized Comforter. Yo Threads. Look at these. Tell me that this does not look so comfortable. Does that not look so comfy? That's what I want. And, I wonder how much they are. Silver Orchid oversized comfort set. Okay. Overstock.com. Silver Orchid. Because I don't think I looked it up to see the price for what we were... Oversized comforter. Is that what I said? Comforter. Oh, there it is. It's the original, it says. But that just looks like a blanket. No, maybe not. Everything always looks so good with that. I want to get that one filter. I don't know what that filter is. Okay. Oh, the only option they have is Twin XL. Are you kidding me? Coma Inducer. Well, I could probably buy it somewhere that wasn't Overstock.com, don't you think? Okay, here's actually even a better one. Oh yeah, I like that one. Oh, here they have a king. $142.99. I don't think that's too bad. Inspired by the classic fight for more covers, the question posed was, can there be bedding so plush and cozy that you not only fight for it, but more importantly, refuse to lose the fight? When you win that fight, you can tell your opponent, yes, opponent, who is sure to be upset and mean to you, you be jelly, or if you speak proper English, you say, you are being jealous. Material, yarn dyed luxury plush. It just looks like a huge blanket. I mean, it doesn't look like... Ooh, there they have it on like customers' pictures, and they don't look so grand there. I don't know what I think about all that. It definitely looks better in the pictures that they have than the customer pictures. I'm not so thrown out by the comfort pictures, but maybe I'll have to go see one in person when I can go back to the Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, I don't care for that so much. I need to go through all of my pictures and like get rid of the pictures that I don't want anymore. But then I'm always kind of afraid to like delete pictures because I'm like, oh, I found this picture to this I thought it said killing, but it looks like this is the sweatshirt. It says this is my it's real cute. It says this is my kissing hoodie, but I think it might say killing hoodie. I don't know. I'm always like, thumbnail. There's a thumbnail on my phone. I'm always, what is that? did I do that? I'm always, my phone is literally like videos that like, because sometimes I have to upload videos from my phone, because it's quicker to do, so I did that like today, and then it's just like stupid stuff on, anyway, it's just, I have the stupidest stuff in my pictures, and then I forget to go through here and delete it. Do you guys do that? So anyway, what else is going on? I was talking about TV shows, then I was talking about stuff in here. Now I'm going through and I'm deleting all these pictures. Oh my god. If you guys could see all the things I have in my phone, it's just ridiculousness. I have just the stupidest stuff in my phone. When we were in Mexico, after Pee-Pee died, I like had this moment where I was like, I'm tired of all this crap in my phone. Like, I'm tired of all this crap that like I don't care about, you know, because like I would like, you know, use a screenshot for a thumbnail. You know, like, it's interesting to me at the moment, like, you know, it really is, but I had that moment where I just felt like I needed to cleanse. Have you ever had that moment? And I was like, I don't, other than that day, whatever I'm working on that day, like, I don't want to, like, go through my pictures from, like, 4 months ago and have it threaded with all of this, like, stuff, you know what I mean? Because at that point, like, I could go back 3 years, and I could go on my phone, and I could tell you, like, exactly what happened that day 3 years ago, because I saved every screenshot, every thumbnail, and whatever. Well, to my detriment, I will tell you that I wish I had kept some of that stuff, because I have really wanted some of those pictures for thumbnails and stuff since, but I didn't keep them. I went through and I just like, I mass deleted some ridiculous amount of pictures on my phone. And, you know, I kind of wish I hadn't done it, honestly, but I did, so something I can do about it now. Anyway, so yeah, so I guess be careful what you delete. But some things I deleted and some things I didn't. But see, like here, I have all these pictures of clay mugs, because like I said to you, I'm like obsessed with the clay mugs. And so I've been taking pictures of that. But then like I have like 10 screen pictures of thumbnails. Like this was like a booktube thumbnail that I was trying to make, and then pictures of me that I was taking outside, and a picture of Logan Paul and Jeffree Star and Nikki Tutorials. I mean, I don't need all these pictures, you know what I mean, in my phone constantly. I need a haircut like nobody's business. That Angry Mama review was really fun to do. I had a fun time doing that. Although she didn't clean my microwave, but whatever. Oh well, whatever. Oh, I screenshot Brianna and Cass's channels. There they are. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Cass. Cass left a comment on my channel, and she was like, oh, I better save that. I might need that for a video. She was like, sometimes when you have a little bit of tea and you're like, oh, don't delete that yet. That might come up. You might need that later. You might need that later. I have some tea in here that's interesting. Like, I was looking, when I was like in December, I was like, you know, it's interesting what people forget. Like, I have actual receipts of that happened and then were deleted, and people have acted like, oh, that never happened with like, you know, big YouTubers and stuff. And I'm like, I literally have it in my phone and they act like it never happened. Do you know what I mean? Which I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's like tons of people out there that are the same way, you know? Okay, so this was actually on my main channel, but Tara said, Peter, if you ever need help with a birth chart, let me know. Go online and Google free birth chart. I like cafe astrology. Put in your date of birth, time, and location, hit enter, and scroll down for the description meaning of each of your placements. Okay, so I actually did this one night. I was sitting here and I was like, I want to do that. So I went into this astrology cafe.com or whatever, and it is free. You can go in there and get a free birth chart, and it's a lengthy birth chart too. And So, like, it goes and it does, like, all your suns and your moons and all that kind of stuff, which I don't know anything about. And it's very cool. And I was really, like, because I know the exact time and everything that I was born. It was really weird to me how extraordinarily accurate it was. I was like, this is almost kind of unbelievable, actually. But it was really weird. So you should definitely go check that out if you haven't. Astrologycafe.com, I would highly recommend it. Let's see, what else? Okay. Sometimes I save stuff and I don't know why I save it. Like, I'll screenshot something. This was so funny. So, it was a thumbnail I had. It was like a live thumbnail picture I took of when Alex and I did our video together. And it was like this, and he was going like this, and he was going... It was kind of cute. Yeah, but sometimes I don't know... Oh, I forgot all about that book tag. Oh, Christina Randall, I screenshot this because she was talking about this, because, you know, when I get back into shape, one of those days that happens, she is always, Christina Randall is like, I love her Instagram stories. She posts so many things over there that I find, but she found this whey protein powder that I used to use whey protein for, like, making, like, you know, smoothies and stuff, but it's confetti cake, and she said current fave, and it's Alani Nutrition. A-L-A-N-I-N-U. Alani Nutrition. And it's confetti cake. And they have, like, a lot of really fun ones on there. I didn't look to see if it's high quality protein, recovery, muscle growth is what it says. I'll have to check it out a little bit more than that. But anyway, I thought that was cool. See, that's the kind of stuff I screenshot. Do you guys do that? I feel like my whole life is screenshots. I have a pair of shorts in here from Flex Living Collection that I think are cute for guys. So I was checking those out. They wouldn't fit me right now anyway. And then... I don't know what this means. Oh, somebody said, why was I unsubscribed to you again? I don't know why YouTube keeps messing with my subscriptions. Anyway, resubscribed. If I told you the amount of messages and comments I get from people where I am, that they tell me that they am unsubscribed, I probably get, it's not as many as I used to on a daily basis now, but, like, because it happens so consistently, I just emailed my manager, like, earlier this week. What did he say? He need to get back to me. I was like, I still haven't heard anything from you. Can you let me know what's going on? When did he email me back? I know he did. Where can I find it? Oh, here it is. Tuesday. Hi, Peter. Thanks for reaching out. I will check in with our team to see if they have any updates. We'll keep you posted. I've heard that for 4 months. I'm just kind of giving up at this point. Anyway, I need to do a shred on my channel of all these pictures, not on my channel, but of all these thumbnails. Why do I have 15 thumbnails of, like, the same thumbnail? I have the same thumbnail, like, over and over and over again in my phone. But, like, with this background, it's just stupid, you know? Anyway. When I was laying in bed tonight, I was thinking about when I was a little kid. Like, I can remember, I don't know what got me thinking about this. Well, first of all, my hair is so long. I think I was, like, tucking, you guys, I literally, look at this. I just want to show you this, okay? I literally can tuck my hair behind my ears now. Like, it's so long. So, when I was a little kid, my hair was a little bit longer. And I remember, like, getting ready for bed at night. And, I need to get out of this. Let me go in here and delete all of these. All photos. Recently deleted. Delete all. But when I was growing up, I had those pajamas that were like, I mean, I had a lot of pajamas, and I had like shorty pajamas that had the matching shirt and shorts, you know, with it. And I had the long sleeve pajama, or long sleeve and long pant pajamas in the winter, and I would always, you know, I always slept in pajamas, like matching pajamas. I loved them. And my favorite were the ones that were like, had the piping on them. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, where they'd be like light blue, but they would have like white piping on them, and like the big buttons. I loved those. And I can remember getting out of the shower when I was a little kid, or maybe taking a bath more. I can't remember. I'm not talking like 4. I'm talking about like 7 to 10, 6 to 10, somewhere in there. I think it would have been like more of like a bath in the evenings. But I can remember like getting out, and like I would always use like powder all over my body. I can remember like I had that powder puff thing. I would just do that all over so I would smell good. And then I remember putting on my pajamas and then I would comb my hair, and I always combed my hair. I parted it on the side, and I parted it over like this. And I can remember then I would go and get in bed, and my mom would come in there, and she would read me a story goodnight. And I don't know what was making me think about that tonight. Because when I was laying in bed, I was laying, and like the comforter was like, I was like tucked in with my arms over the comforter, you know? And for some reason, I was thinking of it tonight. I was like, I don't know why that just made me think of like a coffin. That freaked me out. But when I was like imagining myself laying there. But, you know, I could, like, when I was laying there in bed, for some reason, I thought about like how I would like get in bed, and my mom would come in there and she would read, or we would lay there and we would listen to like one of those audio tapes. I used to love listening to those audio tapes when I was a kid. I would buy them, and then I would order them. I have this catalog. I remember, so my mom, way back in the day, she bought me one of those old school radios. Do you know what I mean? It's like this. I still have it in the basement, and it plays cassettes and everything. And I will never get rid of it because of that, because it plays cassettes. But anyway, I should show that sometime. I should, not my basement. I know y'all want to see my basement. But that radio, it's like an old time radio that somebody would have had in their house, you know, like in the 40s or something. And then next to it, I have a bag of like all of the tapes that I had when I was a kid. And it's like The Shadow, Fibber McGee and Molly. It's like Suspense, and Suspense would do like they would do movies. They would do like Arsenic and Old Lace, Sorry Wrong Number, and stuff like that. And then, I can't remember the other ones that I had. Well, there are a lot of Christmas ones. They were almost all, like, a lot of them were Christmas ones. And they were actual radio shows. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like radio shows, like that you would turn on, like my dad, and when he was growing up, and I think my mom too, but like definitely my dad, he would talk about like Little Orphan Annie and stuff, that they would like turn on the radio, and they would all just like get on the carpet and like listen to the radio, you know? And I fell in love with that. I can't remember how I originally started listening to it. I don't have any idea how I did it. Maybe my mom mentioned something. My mom would always go, "Only the shadow knows," because they would say that on the show. And I think maybe one time I was like, "What is the shadow?" or something. Dragnet. My mom and I used to listen to Dragnet too. And I would buy them. You could buy like whole seasons. And, so I think I could get them from the library or something, and that's how I got started on it. And then I got this catalog, like I ordered one, and then I got this catalog, and it had like all of them listed on there, and I like went crazy, and I wanted to get, you know, every single one of them. But we would listen to them when I went to bed at night. I had the weirdest dream tonight while I was taking a nap. Like, well, all my dreams are weird anymore. They're all really vivid, and I like remember every single one of them. And my stomach is growling. I have this dream, and my dad and my stepmom and I, well, in my dream, like my stepmom and I were both younger. I just saw something move over there, and I'm like, and it's not something coming, like my neighbor's house, they're not up yet, and I was like, I don't know what I just saw over there, but that freaked me out. But in my dream, like, my stepmom and I were like, it was like when I was in my 20s. So I used to travel a lot with my dad and stepmom, like when I was in high school and then in my early 20s. And my first boyfriend and I that I got together with, he was like my first long-term boyfriend that out of like the 3 long-term ones that I dated other guys, you know, but like the 3 long-term boyfriends that I've had in my life since I've been sober, he's the first one. Excuse me. And he and I traveled a lot with my dad and my stepmom. We had some fantastic trips. And it would have been from like that era that we were in the dream because of the length of her hair. Because her hair's shorter now. My stepmom's hair is like probably like this short now. And maybe it's a little bit longer. She was growing it out the last time I saw her. But back then it was real long. And and she had this like green jumpsuit on. It was like a silk jumpsuit that she used to wear all the time. Well, not all the time, but I remember she had this green jumpsuit, silk jumpsuit. And she and I were walking out of this hotel. And I can remember like my stepmom would always take my arm, like when we were going to like a car or something, like to like, you know, just make sure, because my stepmom loves to wear heels, to make sure she didn't fall, you know, like when you help a woman to a car or whatever. And so we were like walking this car, and my dad was like, the car is here. And I remember this car so we were like coming out of this awning, and I knew, and like in the dream I knew that we were going to this restaurant. And the restaurant was like, I could see it. It was like through these woods, and it was like woods, and then there was like this clearing, and I could see all these people, like I could see the shadows of all these people like walking fast, like almost running towards us. And I was like, Dad, what is going on? And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. Our car's coming for us. And my stepmom was like, is that our car over there? Which now as I'm saying this, I'm thinking that was from Schitt's Creek, because at this last episode I watched, they were waiting, it was called The Pitch. They were waiting for this limo to return. And she said, is that their limo? It was kind of like that in my dream. But anyway, which I do believe that our dreams are a lot of like what has happened, plus our subconscious. So all of a sudden, the car that's supposed to come pick us up, like keeps on, it like comes and like people are chasing after it, and it just keeps on driving. And my dad goes, come with me. And so we like followed my dad, and we're all of a sudden we go to the right, and we're in this huge like bus station, and it's jam packed, right? And there's just tons and tons of people, and they're all like panicked. Everybody's like freaking out. And my dad's like, let me find out what's going on. And all of these women keep on coming up to my stepmom, and they're like trying to get them to her to go with them. And I'm like, I'm taking her arm, and I'm like, she's fine, she needs to come with me. And she's like, every time like she would like, they would say something, and then she would say, okay. And then she would start like, they would say like, go, just come over here and talk to me for a second. She would say, okay. And then I would like go over, and I'd be like, no, you need to come with me. Like, we're going to get Dad. And she would be like, oh, okay. And like, she had like in the dream, she was like confused. And, which that isn't like her either, you know? And so I was like, so anyway, this final point, I said, what was she saying to you? She goes, I don't know. She was crazy. And I go, well, what did she say to you? She goes, just crazy talk. She was crazy. She was scaring me. I didn't know what she was saying. And she was scaring me so much that I didn't want to tell her I didn't want to go with her, because I was afraid she was going to kill me. And that was when I woke up. Well, what's weird about this is the night before I had a bad dream about my dad, and I'm like, I wonder why. Maybe I'm just worried about them, you know? I don't know. I talk to them all the time, and they're completely fine. But I've had a lot of dreams of being like worrying about people. I've had a lot of dreams. You know what's interesting is I have this like reoccurring dream when things feel out of control that I haven't had through all of this. I'm kind of actually really surprised. When I was growing up, I had, what was I going to say? When I was growing up, I had this reoccurring nightmare of my mom. I think I've talked about this on here before. But I used to have this horrible nightmare of my mom. and it would be in the house that I was growing up in. I'm not going to repeat it because I've told it a million times in here, but I don't know that had you asked me at the time that I was growing up, I mean, I had this dream from when I was a little kid all the way through high school and stuff. I don't know that had you asked me at the time, like, do you think that dream is about your mom's drinking? I don't know that I would have ever been able to put 2 and 2 together. But when my mom got sober, I stopped having that nightmare. And it was a nightmare about somebody coming into her house and killing her, you know? I don't know. But, like, I've had nightmares since this thing started about Caroline and Alex and I and Tanya. I mean, I've had nightmares about everybody. It's weird. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just my dad and my stepmom's turn or something, you know what I mean? Someone the other day said to me, are your dreams weird? And I wanted to say, are you new? Like, are you just catching on? My dreams have been weird. I mean, always, but like the last 2 months, yeah, and I feel like I've talked about it all the time. Like, I feel like it's been something I've consistently been talking about, you know? So, I don't know. And I don't, like, and I understand, like, I read this article, okay, well, I read a couple articles, but one of the articles was, like, when you're, like, driven with anxiety, you know, like, that's when you have, like, these really vivid dreams. And I don't know, maybe that's what it is. I have a lot of anxiety of coming out of this and the newness of it and what do we do now. And, like, we're just living in a world that none of us knows. And I think it's very bizarre. And I think a lot of us are struggling. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier tonight, and she was, like, telling me about, like, you know, like, this family member of hers is, you know, wanting to go and, like, is just basically out now doing whatever they want. And then she has another friend of hers that's been, like, working, like, in and out of appointments for, like, the last week. And another friend that's kind of, like, out socializing. And she's like, I don't want to do that yet. And she's like, I'm still scared. Like, you know, and she was like, I feel like I'm crazy. Oh, I just bit my tongue. She's like, I feel like I'm crazy because, you know, other people don't feel like the same way that I am. And she's like, how do you feel about it? And I said, I don't really know how I feel about it yet. I said, I'm still kind of like I can tell you, like, my husband doesn't feel as strict about it as I do. And that's, you know, like, we've had to talk about that. I don't know. I was, you know, he's not somebody that worries about things the way that I do, you know, like, I'm very precautionary about things. I didn't used to be way back in the day. It was just like, I threw caution to the wind, but I'm not that person today. I think that's a big change, you know, that who I was before, like, I got sober and who I am now are 2 completely different things. But I think it's just part of Alex's character. He's very much like my dad, you know. I'm looking at the battery. It's, like, about to die, I think. But he's very much like my dad. Well, and I've only got, like, a minute and 45 seconds anyway until, like, it stops filming. But Alex is very much like my dad. And, like, we're not afraid of anything. And, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm not a person that's full of fear today. I'm definitely not. Like, I'm definitely more sure of myself than I was in the past. But, like, with this whole situation, like, Alex has never really been like that. He's like, put your mask on, go into the store, keep your distance, you'll be fine. Like, that's how he is. Whereas I'm like, I'm not really sure I want to go in the store. Like, there's a lot of people here today, you know? He's like, just put your mask on, you'll be fine. Like, that's how he is. So as we come out of this, Alex is very much like, you'll be fine. Just do what's recommended, do what's suggested to us, we'll be fine, you know? But I don't necessarily feel that way. And, you know, we were talking tonight, and I said I'm still very unsure of things. The uncertainty of all of it makes me uncomfortable. Like, it scares me. And I'm not ready to just be right back in the saddle again, you know? You know, like, I was talking to Tanya tonight about, like, when do you feel like, I was talking to her about traveling, and she said, I didn't know this, that a lot of the Airbnbs and the Verbos and those kinds of things are closed down because they're not allowed to be running right now, but hotels are. And that's why, like, in Florida, you can get, like, an Airbnb and stuff like that, but you can't necessarily get, or you can get a hotel stay, but you can't get, like, an Airbnb or, like, a rental place at, like, a Verbo or one of those places. And I was like, oh, that must be, like, why when I got on there looking for Key West, it's gonna stop, hold on. I said that must be why when I got on there looking for Key West, there were literally only 3 places that showed up. And she's like, oh yeah, because there's hundreds of places in Key West. She said, but they just can't list them right now for some reason or whatever, right? And I said, well, what do you think about like July-ish, going into June, July, going to Mexico? I said, let's say if we went to Mexico and we stayed at like some resort that wasn't very busy and whatever, what do you think about that? And Tanya was like, well, first, I guess I would want to know like about the flight situation. How comfortable are you flying? And she said, I guess I would be okay with that. Like, June, July, and when things start opening up, she was like, my fear would be getting out of the country when they open stuff back up again. Like, well, what if something else happened and you couldn't get back in the country? And that is a very valid point. So I don't know that I will be traveling out of the country. I hadn't really thought about that. But then it's like, I don't want to go to Las Vegas. I have no desire to go to Las Vegas, right? I mean, I would love to go to Las Vegas. I miss it. I would love it. I would love nothing more than to like lay out by the pool and stuff, and take a nap and go to slots. But like, first of all, it's closed down. So I'm talking about when this all opens, But second of all, I'm not going to feel comfortable going there for quite some time. Miami is so packed. So I don't really know, Like, I really just don't know. I was talking to my cousin about Destin, and she was like, you and Alex. She goes, especially Alex. She's like, I'm just going to tell you right now, you would hate Destin. And she's like, the beaches are beautiful, but that's it. She was like, if you're going to go to Destin and, like, rent a house and just stay at the house, she was like, I think that would be fantastic. She was like, but there's not really a lot for you guys to do down there. And I go, well, we don't really go out and do a lot anyway. She goes, yeah, you do. She's like, when you go to Miami and Las Vegas, you're always going and doing stuff. I was like, yeah, we kind of are. So I don't know, And then we have a really good friend of ours that lives in Fort Lauderdale, and she's posting pictures every day, like running on the beach running along the beach. So because I don't think the beaches are open, but it looks gorgeous down there. And I'm like, well, what if we went to Fort Lauderdale and we rented a house with a pool? We could see her and her fiance at least, and just grill out and do stuff around there. I don't know, Alex and I'll have to talk about it. The other thing is, I'm not really sure that I'm that comfortable getting in a plane right now. Maybe down the road, and we'll have to see how things go and what the numbers are like, I really haven't been paying attention that closely to the numbers. And like tonight when I was talking to Tanya on the phone, like she pulled them up like instantly and was like, well, this many numbers in Indianapolis, and this many numbers in Hamilton County, and this many numbers in Marion County, and overnight we've had this. And I said, well, I don't know what any of those numbers mean anymore, because I haven't been paying that close attention to it anymore. I've just been reading what the governor says every day. And she was explaining it to me, like the breakdown, and she was like, yeah, we're like, our numbers are increasing. She was like, slowly, but she was like, so it's still like we have to be careful. And I feel like every person I talk to gives me some kind of different information, so I never know, and like that's why I just read the information online. But Tanya seems to pretty much understand it. So like when and Caroline too, so, because they both always kind of seem to have the same understanding of the information. But I don't know when I'm going to feel like traveling again. I was talking to my sponsor, and she's like, well, I don't know that I would trust going to an Airbnb, and then who was cleaning it out. Like, you don't know if those people have been around what people. I was like, I'm not too concerned about that. Maybe I should be. I don't know. But, like, I'm not concerned about an Airbnb. If I could just go there and unlock myself into it and be at the Airbnb and be in a little, place with a pool in the backyard and go to the grocery store, oh, no, I would love that. Put a mask on when I go to the grocery. We could drive down there, take us 20 hours to get. I would be completely fine with that. I would be completely fine with that. Alex and I haven't taken a long road trip like that in a while, so we might do that, and he so hates, Alex hates road trips. Like, he likes a 2-hour road trip, but like I think Miami is like 21 hours. Like a 21-hour road trip, he hates it. But, there's a lot of other places in Florida that we can look at. I mean, just to do a vacation where we're laying out by the pool every day, I mean, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit, you know what I'm saying? And to get like, I don't know, an Airbnb rental with a pool and just, like not go out to dinner at all and just go to the grocery store and get food and stay, I would completely be fine with that. I would love that. So I don't know. We're going to have to look. He would probably, my husband would probably get in a plane tomorrow. Like, I really do think that he would. But I have a lot of my friends that are like that are couples. Like, one of them is like, yeah, I'm ready to go out and do stuff. And the other, I mean, he's not ready to go out and do stuff, but he's just not, like, fearful about it like I am, you know? I mean, he's fearful. He's cautious, but I would say cautious but not fearful. But then I said he throws caution to the wind. He doesn't throw caution to the wind. That's not. He just isn't as concerned. Okay, that's not true. He's concerned, but he's more like, what can you do about it? Like, you're gonna just sit here and worry about it and let it control your life. Like, take the precautions you can take, be as safe as possible, and then live your life. Because I'm not gonna not live my life. That's Alex's, you know, kind of his attitude towards it. Okay, let's go in here. And see the comments on the vlog. Let's see what anybody had to say. Okay, hold on. Tammy said, I love it so much when you talk about books, so relaxing before bed and motivates me to read more. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I know there are people that like it, and I know there are people that don't, and I know there are a lot of people that are like, oh my God, if you love books, you're going to love me talking about books in this channel. This is just what it's about, okay? If you love books and you're a bookish person, you're going to love me talking about books in this channel. If you don't love books and you're not the biggest book reader in the entire world, chances are you're probably not. I'm assuming this is how people feel. You're not probably going to love me talking about books over here. I know I talk a lot about books. I've really been trying to watch it lately and not do it as much as I usually do, because it's not fair to the people that, you know, come over here because they want to hear other things. They go to my BookTube channel. Plus, it's stuff that I could be filming on my BookTube channel that I'm not. I could be sitting in my car for 20 minutes just randomly talking about books, so I should be putting it over there. But it is something that I love, and the book club is a huge part of my life, so it is going to be something that I'm going to talk about from time to time over here. I will tell you that the book that I'm reading right now, I'll give 2 seconds of this, which is called, I think it's called Origin. The narration is kind of corny. Origin. It's about this beast that they found like in the 30s, and they've kept in this underground bunker ever since. And they think it's the devil. And so they're like teaching it to speak English. The narration is so bad, you guys. And it's like, so they'll ask her the question and they'll say, have you been down here since the 30s? And it'll go, and so it'll be like, son asked, have you been down here since the 30s? Yes. It's so bad. I have 2 hours left. I'm so ready to get it over with and move on to the next book. But the story is kind of really good. That's the thing. Like, they're trying to figure out, it's like a rabbi and a priest and a scientist and a vet and a linguist. That's like the one that tells the story and all this kind of stuff. And I'm really trying to figure out like what's going, like if it really is the devil or not. It can like it can make people like not sick anymore, and it can bring a sheep back to life. That's what we've learned so far. So I'm listening to it. It's good. I want to find out what happens. Why wouldn't you, right? Okay. Why wouldn't you, right? Back to comments. Oh my gosh. It's like allergies one day and then the temperature drops the next. Can we just have nice weather consistently? That would be great. Thank you so much. Okay. Cole said, I play Township. I love it. My husband is obsessed. I bet you anything. If he's not watching Hollywood in there right now, he's playing it. I'll literally like get done doing something, and like the whole house will be silent, and I'm like, where did Alex go? And I'll like come in the living room, and he's like on the chair, the dogs one on either side of him, and he's literally like this. He's playing that video game. He's obsessed with it. Cole said, it's 2:45 a.m. and I feel like Peter is currently making his next vlog. And you are correct, Cole. Sarah Lynn left a bunch of colorful emojis for all of our essential workers. Thank you. Holly said, okay, here. Holly said, hi, Peter. I'm in Central Florida and have family in Miami. As of now, private vacation rentals allegedly are still not allowed. Probably some of the reason not many are showing available. Okay. Not sure about other places, but that would exactly what I thought. Not sure about other places, but in my area, that's the case. I think the only exception is if you rent for 30 days. I'm sure that will be changing before too long, and we'll find out our new normal soon. Thank you, Holly. Well, that clears it up, so now I understand. Tanya was right. Okay. Because I wondered about that. Stephanie said, hi, Peter. Tell Alex to add me and fellow Township Wolfpackers. Drop your friend codes. And then she put hers. She said mine is. So if you want to go find a fellow Township person, here, Stephanie, you can go underneath here, and she's T5CHXV, and you can go follow her. She lists it in the comment section. Okay. Maricela left a bunch of colorful emojis. I'm like looking at all of them. Oh my Lord. Elizabeth left, she said, hello, love you, Peter, and she left a bunch of colorful emojis. Thank you. Rachel said, I fall asleep to these vlogs every night because Peter's voice is so lovely. Oh, thank you. Okay, Excellent Girl X said, I don't think it would be safe or wise to travel very far from home at all this year, especially out of the country. If we do have a second wave, oh, the battery's gonna stop. Hold on a second. Okay. Very interesting. Listen to what she says. If we do have a second wave of the virus that causes another lockdown in the summer or fall, if you are in Mexico, you might not be able to travel back home. Or you guys, like, do y'all just get on a party line with Tanya or something? Or you would be quarantined for 2 weeks before being let back in. There were a lot of Americans who were stuck overseas or on cruise ships, etc., and the lockdown began. I would hate for that to happen to you. I know how much you love to travel, but you have to weigh the pros and cons. Love you, stay safe. I agree. But when people do start traveling, I am going to go somewhere. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So I don't know where that will be yet. We might even just rent a really nice house in Indianapolis with a pool. I don't know. We'll see. Doubtful, though. Dane left a lot of really colorful emojis. I see an avocado in there. Hello. Living Life with Lisa said, I have the as seen on TV power washer, not worth the money in my opinion. I won't video my vlogs if anyone can hear me. I won't video my vlog. Oh, you mean like you won't record it if people are around? Yeah, it's hard. It's really, really hard to do. I'll tell you what's really hard is getting used to filming in public. You know, when you see like YouTubers, like if you really ask yourself, like unless you live in LA maybe or something, how often do you see somebody with like a vlogging camera walking around? Almost never, right? So when you do, you draw a lot of attention to yourself. It has taken me, like, I really kind of have to build up some confidence before I go and do that. You know what I mean? I will say it's easier on my phone, but the problem with my phone is that when you look directly into the camera or into the phone, it looks like you're looking off to the side. So you have to look to the left, like towards where the little nozzle is, like over here, you know, so that it looks like you're looking at the camera. Whereas this, I can just look straight at the camera and because it has like the thing on the back that goes up. So, but it's hard to walk around with a vlogging camera and just feel completely comfortable with it. It's not easy. It's very uncomfortable. Okay. Me, myself, and I, Robin, said, one more thing. Y'all should look into renting an RV with another couple. My husband would say. He would put a strong no down with that. You would have your own bathroom, kitchen, beds, and just rent a vehicle or tow yours behind the motorhome. You would be shocked at the amazing RV parks around. Some are super nice. I'm sure And I have seen those RVs because I watched that show on TV that has like the amazing RVs on it. I can tell you right now, my husband would have no part of that. And I would love to do that with just us. Well, first of all, they're so expensive to gas up. Did you know that? It's really, like, they're really, really expensive. But there are some that have just, like, phenomenal, like, bedrooms and stuff in it. We could take the dogs with us and whatever. I don't know. I mean, to me, having to drive an RV around would not be, like, a vacation. I just want to sit someplace by a pool. That's really all I want to do. But thank you for the suggestion. Dane said, so funny, I always get cravings specifically for white wedding cake, the cake of all cakes, right? And it really isn't that great. I don't know why I always get cravings for white wedding cake. It's not like the best cake in the entire world. Photo Love App said, since this whole thing has been going on, my sleep schedule is backwards. Instead of getting up at the crack of dawn, I am now going to bed then and sleeping until 12 or 1 or 2, then I'll be up for a while and then nap, and here I go again. I gotta figure it all out. I'm going to start Dead to Me Tonight Season 2. Oh, okay. Well, Tanya just told me, she's like, oh my God, Dead to Me Season 2 came out tonight. She's like, are you excited? I said, I never watched Dead to Me Season 1. She goes, you didn't? I told you to watch it. I go, well, I didn't. So, anyway, but I'm gonna get off here now so that I can, like, get some of my things done that I wanna get done before I go to bed. So I can go to bed at somewhat of a reasonable time tonight. Although Alex is probably still inside watching TV because he doesn't have to work tomorrow because it's Saturday. We can just talk about this hairdo. I mean, seriously, it is ridiculous at this point. Anyway, it's very shiny too. So shiny. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. If you made it this far, I really, really appreciate it. If you did, put a blue heart in the comment section below for the wolf. I'm like, look, I just can't stop looking at my corny hairdo. Please put a blue heart in the comment section below for the OG Wolfpackers over here. Those of us that have been around from the beginning, and well, you don't have to be around from the beginning to be a Wolfpacker. If be a Wolfpacker, it's just you want to put good out there in the world and try to grow as a human being every single day and be the best version of yourself, you know? And put all different kinds of colorful emojis for all the essential workers out there. And yeah, and please give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you're still subscribed. I would really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are having an amazing, what is tomorrow, Saturday? I hope you're having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Do something exciting. Start a new show. Start Dead to Me Season 2, I guess. I haven't watched Dead to Me Season 1, so I don't know. Watch Dead to Me Season 2 or some other show. Hollywood, my husband said, is great. Or Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek is fantastic. Do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it tomorrow or next week or a year from now or 60 or 69 years, 60 years from now or 69 years from now, family friendly, 100 years from now if you're still here. And if you're a vampire, then you will be, I guess. And let's see what else. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you tell yourself, I love you. And do at least one really strong, powerful affirmation and say today, what is one that I'm you matter. I think sometimes we think we don't matter, but each of us has an important role that we play in this world, whether you know it or not, you matter. And some days we feel it stronger than others, but I want you to hear this from me. You matter, and I appreciate you watching this video. It really means a lot to me. And so you watching that video, you know, to me, it matters. So if today you felt like it didn't matter to anybody else, okay, you being part of the wolf pack and watching my videos and participating and commenting, and even if you're silent on the other end and you're just watching it, it mattered to me, and I appreciate it. So you do matter to somebody. And every night before you go to bed, do your daily affirmations, and every morning when you get up, do your daily affirmations and tell yourself good things about yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And also say to yourself, tomorrow is going to be an amazing day, and if it's not, I can start my day over whenever I want. Tomorrow I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day today, or all day tomorrow. When you get up, say today is going to be an amazing day today. I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day today, and today's going to be full of laughter and positive opportunities. And if it's not, and if things get off track, then I can start my day over whenever I want. And make sure that you also, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. there are a lot of people that are going through this completely alone right now and are full of fear and anxiety. Reach out to somebody that you know is alone and say, hey, just want to let you know. Or maybe the family member of an essential worker or somebody that you know that's a frontline worker or essential worker, and say, hey, I just want you to know I appreciate you working out there for us. Because a lot of us, you know, are just at home, and I really appreciate it. Just let somebody know that they matter. I think it's important, you know? And let somebody know how much they mean to you. It's the most important thing we can do, is to help other people and make other people feel good, you know? And also practice random acts of kindness. But what do I always say? Don't tell anyone. Windshield wipers. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. Just do it because you want to put some good in the world, some compassion. Ask yourself, when you get up in the morning, what is something that I can do today that is me putting goodness or kindness out there in the world, that is simple, that just will make the world a better place. It's just one small thing that I can do each day. You'd be amazed at how big of a difference it makes and how it makes you feel better too. So yeah, try that. And I think that's it. We should all be practicing random acts of kindness, don't you think? Anyway, I'm thankful for the ones that people do for me. It makes a difference to me. It makes a difference to me, you know? And I love you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, and having an amazing Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Bye.